Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. We are doing the Tuesday Twin Flame Tarot. As a lot of you know, I usually do it as a picture message on my community tab as part of the daily theme that I do. But when I have the energy, I like to do it as a reading video. So today I'm doing it as a reading. We've got the Divine Journey Tarot cards the tarot cards that I created for the masculine energy today, and we've got the Divine Feminine, which is the Mythic Tarot, which is a Greek mythology based, and feeling a little bit blank. I just went blank. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, there's just so much going on, I guess, and thank you so much, guys. I just want to say once again, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support on my channel and towards me as well. Thank you for everything that you've ever done. You know, your beautiful comments, your donations, your gifts of the deck of cards. And that reminds me, there are still some cards I am waiting to have in the mail. So it could be delayed because of Christmas and COVID, etc. So once I get those in the mail, I will email you. For those who have sent me a gift from my Amazon list, and you will receive your mini reading, which will be a picture reading. So it's basically what I do for the Tuesday Twin Flame Tarot, how I do it like a picture message. That's how you'll get your reading. So thank you to everyone who has sent me a deck of cards. It's really so special, you know, it makes me feel really good as well, but it's just so special for the channel as well. And I do feel like we're all kind of like a family here as well. So thank you so much for supporting one another as well here. Now, I just want to say thank you again to Nick. I've been using her beautiful gifts that she's been giving me over the last year. This is one of the little angels here that she gave me, and I'm wearing at the moment. I'll just show you. This gorgeous little necklace with this gorgeous butterfly, and it opens up and you can put essential oils in the middle there on the little material thing there. So I'm wearing that today, and it's interesting because I'm seeing butterflies lately a lot, so I'm thinking it's to do with our transition, guys, our transformation that we're all undergoing. We're all, as I say in a few of my readings now with the intros, I'm not going to do a big one today, but yeah, it's definitely about the transitions, transformations we're all undergoing, and it's exciting because we are coming into better times, guys. So this will be the last year that I do the win a private reading with me and a deck of my cards every month. It's just getting a bit too much every single month, but what I will be doing is next year I will be gifting them for certain celebrations during the year, or just when I feel like doing a giveaway. Okay, so don't worry, there'll still be many chances to win a reading and a deck of cards. It just won't be every single month. Okay guys, so I hope you understand. But yes, thank you for everyone who is putting your green hearts in the comments section. It really does mean a lot as well. And it just, you know, it's a beautiful healing energy as well that I see with all the green hearts. I love you all. Thank you so much, guys. So let's get started, okay? We're going to do the Divine Masculine's energy straight away, and then the Divine Feminine's. Okay, Spirit, can we please have a look at the Divine Masculine? What's going on with his current energy right now, please, regarding the connection with his Divine Feminine? Okay, so there's rejection, irrational fear, saying no, dismissal. So he's feeling rejected. Now, don't forget, I do tune into different waves within the collective, different groups, okay? So if this doesn't resonate with you, then come back next time, or you might be able to get some messages out of the reading. But yeah, I do tend to channel those who are in separation or undergoing challenges. And this one is saying, you know, he's feeling rejected at this time. Let's just get an idea as to what's going on there. All right, they want to fly on the floor as usual. And I'm not doing reversals today, just so you know. Okay, so he's coming into his Emperor energy. He's moving onwards and upwards. He might be trying to move away from the connection at this time. He just wants to come into his own power and really expand his horizons, and maybe is looking at moving, like literally moving away. Yeah, I mean, there's something going on here where he wants to maybe travel the world. He wants to be free of the pain. Okay, so yeah, Nine of Passion is the perseverance here. So he feels like giving up, but is persisting on the journey. So it could be that at the moment he just has been one foot in, one foot out for a little while with you. And now it feels like he's just, thinking about, and doesn't mean he's necessarily going to do it, but this is the energy he's sitting in right now, is contemplating and trying to take the reins, maybe organizing a trip somewhere. It doesn't mean he has to literally move away forever for good, but he is looking to go somewhere else right now. So it could be time out, it could be that he's looking at traveling, just taking off somewhere, because he is feeling this rejection. So what's going on with that rejection, please? So swift action. So this could have been something that he felt that you just cut him off, okay? And it might have been quite fast. There might have been a blocking, but it's a very fast action here. So it could have been, and it could be the other way around, okay? It doesn't have to necessarily mean he feels rejected. Maybe he rejected you. Take what resonates. But I do feel like this is for the majority of the masculines feeling rejected by the feminine in some way. So she might have said something very cutting, maybe cut him down in some way at some point, and he's just ready to move on from that. But it seems like it was a very fast cut, okay? Fast cut off. All right, so what is he feeling for you, okay? What is he feeling towards the divine feminine right now? So with all that going on, what is he actually feeling? So we've got clinging, holding on, obsessing, and watching. So this is very interesting, because even though we can see that he's coming into his emperor role, confident, becoming strong and empowered, wanting to move away and just leave for a while, he's also clinging on, holding on, obsessing over this connection, because that rejection's there. So yeah, conflict and competition. He's got conflict. He might be also holding on to the conflict, okay, rather than trying to look at it as a lesson and move from that. He might be feeling that there's a bit of conflict around all of that. So we've got happy home and celebrations, which is very interesting, because just before, when I was shuffling on that, 2 cards came out, but I didn't think about it. I put them back in, and it was a 2 of Pentacles, which is juggling priorities, and the family home, which is interesting because this is now saying the home. So there could be some interesting stuff and conflict going around in his home right now, okay, his home life. But I definitely feel like regarding you, there is this conflict, because he wants to have this stability with you. He wants to have this celebration with you. He wants this stability, especially. He wants to come home to you, but instead it feels like he needs to go in a different direction right now. But a lot of them do have someone who's clinging onto them as well around a home situation. So he could be married or in another connection, or have a karmic partner that is kind of clinging on to him. So it's interesting how I'm reading all different things here. But what is the clinging? I do want to get more info on that, please, Spirit. Yeah, good news, Page of Passion. So this is a Page of Wands. So it shows me that on one hand, he's clinging on to, deep down beyond that rejection, he's still clinging on to the fact that there could be good news with you. It's almost like he's waiting to hear back from you. He's kind of holding out and thinking, what if I hear back from you and things can change? But he's kind of like made up his mind he wants to leave the situation. So he's in 2 minds. On one hand, he's feeling hurt. There's been a clean cut here. Something's happened where he feels like he just needs to leave and just keep going. And yeah, on the other hand, he's waiting, so he's expecting some news from you to tell him that, oh, you've changed your mind, or something like that. So let's see then, what action is he going to take, all right, this month? So we've got the perfect choice, the Lovers. So let's just have a look. I forgot to get this first. So we've got memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. So he's reminiscing on you, you know, this connection with you, that you are the perfect choice. He's reminiscing and thinking that he should have chosen you. So maybe there was a situation where he chose something over you. It could have been his career, being the Emperor energy. Maybe he was very selfish in a lot of ways as well, and really just dictated to you how things were going to be on his terms. Whether he, literally said it, or just through his actions were telling you, shutting you out. Maybe he had you questioning how things were going to be, or how he felt about you, or where this was going, and he might not have promised any kind of future with you, and you might have had enough of that breadcrumbing and just, you know, cut him off. But he's clinging on to the fact that you might come back to him, and there's a bit of an ego thing going on there with that as well. But he is going to be reminiscing, and it's bittersweet, because on the other hand, he's looking at it like you are the choice, but he didn't choose you. So we got, look at that, juggling priorities, right? There it is. So he's, that's right. Like he didn't have you as a priority. He's going to be thinking about that he didn't treat you as a priority, because he was juggling. I was going to say drugging. He's going to be juggling with other things. Maybe he does use drugs. That's so weird how that came up. But yeah, he might be juggling other things, because look at this, there's heartbreak here. So he is definitely sad. He's heartbroken. He's going to be reminiscing on the fact that he broke your heart. And he's feeling broken too with the rejection there. So is he going to make contact with you? You know, is he going to do anything? So there's an epiphany coming through. What's that about? So charging forward, which direction to go in now? And yeah, look at that divine masculine of security. So he's still chasing his goals, his career goals, and wants to come forward and, what am I saying there? Because he's coming forward, but it's like a very grounded energy. He's not charging in like the Knight of Wands might do. It's thoughtful. You know, he's thinking about what direction he's going in. There's the masculine of integrity. So yeah, I mean, he's got some wisdom coming through. I don't know if there's any contact here happening. Let's just see. So the High Priestess, possessiveness. No, I think he's still going to keep to himself. He's going to keep his feelings for you secret, okay, a little bit longer here. He doesn't want to come forward. It's an ego thing. It's a pride thing. But it does look like he still wants to charge. Yeah, I think when it says charging forward, I think it just means he's going to keep going with his goals and his dreams and traveling and learning about integrity and walking his talk, all that stuff. But I think he's coming to the realization that, you know, there's wisdom coming through here. So that's really good there, because it shows that he might be a little bit more down to earth with what he's learning here. Yes, he's going to learn the epiphany about why he's ghosting or disappearing or just being emotionally unavailable, and that's going to be something that he works out in the time that you are apart. So what does he want to say from his broken heart? Because we can see he's heartbroken here. So he says, I want to wake up next to you. I've tried to move on, but it's hard to do. You won't leave my heart. And I tried sending you a message but got scared and deleted it. I am making a conscious effort to work through my fears of rejection. And it's right there, the rejection. That is amazing. So what's he saying here? So he says, I want you to meet my friends. So maybe beforehand he just wasn't really letting you into his whole circle. There might have just been, it might have been compartmentalized, where you were only allowed in to certain circles of friends, or one person you met, or, you know, it's almost like you might have felt like he just wasn't embracing you into his whole life. I long for you. I think about kissing you, and it will never be over between us no matter what I say or do. And I think about telling you how I feel. So there's some very deep, strong feelings and emotions here that he has for you. I just think that he's really, conflicted. Like, he really thinks that, okay, it's over, I can't make this right. It's almost like he feels like the ball is in your court. Like, you need to be the one to step forward and make things right with him. or, you know, when you feel like you want him in your life, you'll come forward, that kind of thing. And he doesn't want you seeing him that he is feeling really hurt, okay, pained by this. Our souls already know each other, don't they? He whispered. It's our bodies that are new. So it's like the bodies, you know, the souls have known each other forever. Maybe you've been apart for quite a long time, and it would feel new, you know, very new to come back together with your bodies. And time changes, people's bodies change as well. So even though you know each other, there is still that new feeling there. And you might be insecure about that too. Like, what would you think about him? Is he good enough? Things like that. And if it's meant to be, it will be. Just, baby, let it be. Baby, just let it be. And I've lied to you in the past because I could not handle what I was feeling. I was wearing masks, but you could see right through them. So he knows that he's a bit ashamed about that, I feel, because, yeah, he knows he has had trouble bringing those barriers down. I wish I could take back all the hurtful things I've said to you. I didn't mean them. So there might have been times where he was just very blunt, very callous, even though he said the truth. It might have been brutally honest in some ways. And I have never opened myself up to anyone before like I have with you. And during our time apart, I'm growing and learning every single day. Step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. So that's the thing right there. He is working on himself. So let's have a look then, because I think I usually, when I do these readings, I think I've done them, I can't even remember now. I've gone brain dead. I can't remember if I did the feeling with the divine masculine and then the feminine, but I'm just going to do it however I'm guided to today. But this is where it is. Where is it? I've got to find the card. So the divine feminine's feeling for the divine masculine. Okay, what does she feel for the divine? No, what am I saying? What's her current energy? So she's in her own pride and ego, stubborn love, see? That's very interesting that they're both in this kind of energy. So they're both being stubborn. The divine feminine and divine masculine are both being very stubborn here. So there's obviously some conflict or pain between them. So let's have a look. What energy is she in? So 6 of Pentacles, and we've also got the Knight of Swords. Very interesting that he's also got the Knight of Swords. So they're quick to get out of there. You know, it's almost like something happened very quickly. And it could have been at the same time that she just felt like he wasn't giving her enough, okay, of his love, of his time and attention, chasing his own rewards, okay, acting like a single fella. It's almost like he was acting like a single man, like she was feeling like, well, aren't we together? You know, we're a partnership, aren't we? And he's thinking, and she's thinking, well, you know, you're acting like, in some ways that, you know, you're better than me, and I've got to look up to you, and you'll only make time for me when you're able to, and when I'm worth it, you know, at the time. And that's kind of how she feels like he's been with her, is that he's kind of like just try to fit her into his schedule. In the past, you know, this is either now or in the past, where she just didn't feel like a priority, and she was hurt by that. So she's come into her own pride and thought, well, I deserve much better than that. I'm not sticking around for this. So, okay, it's very interesting. So what is her feeling? What's she feeling for him right now? What is the divine feminine feeling for the divine masculine? They didn't want to go back in. Chemistry and misunderstood. So she has a lot of chemistry for him. And I think she feels misunderstood because the passion that she has for him, with what happened between them, it's come up as anger. She does feel angry about how he was treating her and this relationship. But at the same time, it wasn't because she was angry at him for anything in particular. What I mean is he feels like she was just having a go at him, that he's no good. She's come at him and she's angry and like rah at him. And even though he might realize he was at fault, he might be saying, okay, well, you're just angry. Like, you know, and she's thinking, well, I'm misunderstood. Like, you don't even know why I'm getting angry. You're not listening to me. And she's getting frustrated because she's got this massive passion for him. She's pissed off because she loves him. She wants him in her life. Yet he might see it as a scolding, like she's just looking down on him and rejecting him in that way. But she's you know, flaring up and firing up about it because she feels like she's not important, and she is trying to tell him through this, okay, through this message, that you mean so much to me. I love you. We have this special magnetic attraction. We're meant to be together. Work with me. Yet it's coming out in an angry way and a proud way and a stubborn way, maybe lashing out, cutting him off like that. So he's seeing it as just full rage at him, but yet she's got so much love and passion and frustration and sadness and all sorts of things going on in there. So she's feeling very misunderstood with that. And then we've got the Hermit and the Three of Cups. Look at that. So it does show me that deep down, this is what she's not showing him. This is what's in her heart and soul. Is wanting this. It was wanting this reunion with him. Is wanting this celebration with him. She wants to come back together with him. But she's trying to work it out in herself how she could even come forward with a clear message with that, because at the moment things are a little bit confusing for her as well with her mixture of emotions there. I forgot to say too, we've got so many different cards here. I meant to say we've got Aquarius, we've got Aries, Gemini, because I know you guys like to know there's Aries there as well. We got, sorry guys, I know you like to know this stuff. Where have we got? Four of Passion, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, Gemini again, and Cancer and Pisces. Yeah, that's what that is. Yep, sorry guys, I just got to make sure I'm not making too much of a mess. And Capricorn, okay, they're the energies so far. Virgo and Gemini there, and Leo for the Lion. So very interesting. So it's very interesting what we're seeing with her. So what action might she take towards him this month? So the Ten of Swords and the Star. So she's wishing upon a star, even though she knows that the cycle has come to an end between them. There's a lot of pain, a time for recovery. She's going to be wishing upon a star and trying to find faith and hope in her situation here. And inspiration. What else is she doing? Confessions, unexpected message, unveiling. So she might actually message the Divine Masculine just out of the blue. Yeah, look, yes, she's going to apologize maybe, because there is this wish to come back together, and it's like I'm getting the word compromise and talk to each other and apologize, see, because there's a lot of regret there with her as well. So maybe she is feeling a bit bad over how things has you know, worked out between them, what she might have even said to him or done. And there's a lot of regret and grief here. So they're both heartbroken, both feeling misunderstood, feeling there's an unresolved thing here. They both need to get together and talk about it, I feel, because there's a lot of love here. There is a lot of love, and she's wishing upon a star for, or maybe even praying for a resolution, because there needs to be something that's, like she needs to get something off her chest. She needs to explain herself, and I feel like, because she may not have explained it in a loving way to him, it might have just, some Divine Feminines haven't even explained it at all. They've just cut him off. And may have just said, well, you know, you're doing this and that, but he's not listening, because as soon as the Divine Feminine starts scolding him or coming at him with anger, he'll shut off. And that's what I think he's done, is just closed down, being stubborn. I don't want to hear this, and I'm feeling hurt and pained. And he may not necessarily know exactly what he's been doing. There is an epiphany coming through, which is good, because he'll start to realize the ways, okay, the wrongs of his ways with that. And she's starting to realize the wrongs of her ways also, by going within and really analyzing what does she really want with this, and how can she better communicate her feelings. So interesting. So what does she want to say? So that's what she's going to be doing, that looks like. And I did want to just see quickly what's going on with the Hermit energy underneath everything for her. What's underlying there? So letting go, releasing, walking away, moving on. So yeah, she might be in two minds, feeling like they both are. They're both in two minds about walking away and just getting on with it and moving on. But yet she doesn't really want that. She wants to come back into this reunion and celebration again. And there's, you know, harmony between them to make things right. So what is her messages here? She says, if I came back now before I am ready, I would only hurt you more. So there's things she's still dealing with. And I wonder why I wish you were calling when I don't want to see who it is that you've become. So what that means is she's wishing that he would call her, but at the same time, she's not happy with how she sees how he's become and how he's dealing with this right now. So I crave your attention and affection, which is something that maybe she wasn't getting from him. And that's where the anger's coming in as well. And she says, you make me feel like a nervous schoolgirl with a crush, and I dream about you in ways I can't describe. Can we meet up and talk this out? I will help you through the fear if you let me. So she might see that he's got fears, and you are my greatest weakness. I want to spend time with you in the real world. I see signs about you in the films and shows I watch. Even the adverts remind me of you. So there's things that she's seeing, you know, on TV, on commercials, might be his name, might be things that they've done before, could even be a perfume or deodorant or, you know, what am I saying, aftershave or whatever that he might use. You know, there's certain things she's seeing. And I won't use you, I am yours. So maybe he's got a lot of fears, a lot of barriers, and he's just used to being so independent as well that she's trying to fit into his life, you know. And you're the only one that I would give my life for. And I know that we have unfinished business to take care of, but I have family issues that I need to clear first. So there's something going on maybe with the Divine Feminine's families. And I feel frustrated with myself because I'm afraid that you are going to be the one that got away. I wish I had the courage to come back for you, but I just don't feel ready. I need more healing time first. So it's very important. And she says, I'm truly sorry for all the pain and drama I've caused. You didn't deserve that. So it's almost like she's accepting that she's caused some drama in this as well. Through, you know, the way she might have responded or reacted. And this is what's going on. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So it does look like for a lot of you there is this coming back and getting engaged. Okay, it could be someone already engaged as well that, you know, you might be with other people. But it says the phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So it really does look like you guys have to, you know, fall to the bottom basically. And, you know, with that heartbreak and all that grief, you know, and then, you know, rise up like a phoenix from the ashes. What's his energy here? So he's got passion, insane chemistry, liking each other equally, having fun. So he's an amazing passion for the Divine Feminine that he's hiding. And the Divine Feminine is outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in her head. So she's got to just stop dwelling and repeating that, like, mental repetition, like it's like constant in her head over what happened and what went down and what's wrong in the connection. She's got to start looking within at herself as well, at how she can better deal with this and how she can come forward with more love in her heart rather than that hurt. Because when there's hurt, she lashes out or she just closes down completely. And so she's just got to work on that with herself as well. So let's see with the Divine Masculine. So we've got cycles. So sometimes we need to remove ourselves from an unhealthy relationship, or when a relationship has run its course, a separation either is or may occur. So they are in separation. It could also be that he might be coming to an end of a cycle with a karmic relationship he's in. But yeah, it definitely shows that at the moment there's a cycle that's coming to a close here, and strength and weakness. So he uses his head, what was it say? He rests his head in her lap so that for a moment she could stroke his mane. She knows when he needs that moment where she becomes his strength and his weakness, and that it is safe to be all things with her. With you, he feels he is strong and can be safe to express vulnerability. You are their strength and weakness. So you are the Divine Masculine, strength and weakness, Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine's energy, the tortured soul, endurance, you are worth fighting for the effort you put into life is what this person feels. This card represents a person who finds unity within the pleasures that pain can also give. No pain, no gain. It has long been said, anything worth having is worth fighting for. They do not shy away from hard work, fighting for what they want, and the lessons learned from the process lead to a personal success that they feel molds character. So, you know, the divine feminine might feel a bit like a tortured soul with the pain, but she also realizes that when you fight for what you want, you know, it makes you stronger. And also he might be fighting for her as well, I feel here. Look at Secret Admirer. So she watches him intensely as she has many times before, his beauty having her catch her breath. She loves him from afar, unaware that the rest of the world surrounds her. So she is in grief, okay, thinking about fighting for this because she's looking at him from afar. She might be watching his social media, things like that. She's just, yeah, she's still keeping a tab on things. And so the divine masculine's energy is solutions and decisions. So he's coming to a decision. He's making the right choices. He wants to choose the divine feminine this time. And he's going to try and work out how he can fix things in himself right now, his life. And the divine feminine is have confidence in the connection, shine your light. Keep shining your light, divine feminine, because you are the beacon of light that can help the divine masculine, you know, navigate his way back to you. And the journey. So we've got finding their freedom. So both of you have to have your freedom right now to go and find yourselves and work out what it is that is has been triggered within the both of you and why has it been triggered. And healing, that is the most important thing, because I do feel like there will be a reunion for many of you. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. He knows that you are his soulmate. He knows that. And the divine feminines. Wow, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So look at that. You both know that you're meant to be together. And the journey one here is finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there could be just, you can see he's working on his career. He needs that status in life. That's a main thing for divine masculines, is having that status, feeling like they're making a difference in the world and that they're in emperor mode. So, you know, you both might be just dealing with stuff like that for now. Getting on your feet, feeling strong in that way. So let's see, the divine masculine says to you, I know that I crossed the line with you. And I hide behind material things. We can see that. He might be very materialistic. I hid who I really am from you with those masks. And sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And I'm afraid to contact you. So there is a fear there as well, not just pride. There is a fear there. And so the divine feminine says, I wish I had treated you better. So she is feeling bad about something. She might have said something really nasty or hurtful, or just the way that she just maybe cut him out of her life without an explanation, or, you know, there's just something she really has guilt over. And I know I was a distraction from your pain. So maybe he was coming out from another connection, or there's just some kind of pain he was undergoing that she was there for him. And it does feel like the divine feminines are a little resentful, because there might be a very giving, nurturing soul who was there for him in his, you know, in his weakest times or his most vulnerable times, at being having struggles with other things in his life. And then when he was, you know, when he was okay, then he kind of just forgot about her, and she felt discarded to the side. So, you know, that's hurtful. I'm so attracted to you. And we've got, I left you before you could leave me. So she was, yeah, she got out of there. And so let's see, the divine masculine says here, you are an earth angel. So he looks at you like you are just so beautiful, divine feminine. You are an angel on this earth. You are his angel. That's how he sees you. I'm working on my abundance right now. So it's very important to this divine masculine that he follows his business endeavors, you know, works his way up the ladder, so to speak, follows his mission and purpose, and makes that money and security. And you have taught me the meaning of unconditional love. So he's starting to really see how he could have treated you a lot better as well. And that you do really you have brought a lot of love into his life and into his heart that he hasn't ever felt before. So divine feminine, I see you as my future partner. That's what she's saying to him. Whoops. And I hide my pain behind my ego. So we did see the pride of the ego there. So she might be making out that she's okay, you know, on social media and all that stuff, when really she's quite heartbroken. And I am so sorry. So she's feeling really sorry for something. I swear there's been something that she's done or said or betrayed him with. There's just something there. And so let's see this card here. And yes, a wish is coming true. I love you. Look at that for the journey. A wish is coming true for both of you because you love each other. And the divine masculine is waiting out the emotional storm. So there's an emotional storm going on within him right now, and he understands even the divine feminine would be undergoing that. So he's just waiting for the right time to come forward. The divine, look at that, regret, but hope remains. That's his as well. There's regret, but he has hope that things will work out at the right time. The divine feminine, so she's got contract, spiritual or legal. So there could be financial contracts, things like that, legal stuff that maybe they're going, between them. There could be legal stuff. But she's undergoing some stuff at the moment, family issues. But this true love, look at that. And it does show the spiritual contract between the two of them as well, that this is true love and they're meant to come back together. Look at that, communication is coming back in. Amazing. So I do feel like she might be the one that reaches out to the divine masculine. And we got the guidance card for the divine masculine. Singing and dancing and integrity. So he's just got to get moving and raise his vibration through music, and express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. Some divine masculines might be a musician, they might be a dancer, someone might dance. But yeah, it's just really about raising the vibration, listening to music, and just it's a sacral chakra attached to that as well, in the throat chakra. So it's about communication, it's creativity, it's expressing oneself. And we got integrity of align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So he's starting to come into that, okay? He's being reminded to always speak his truth, walk his talk. And we've got the divine feminines. Cut your cords, divine feminine. So ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So there might be a cycle that the divine feminine goes through in the relationships, okay, that she just needs to cut that cord from, cut the past, cut that karmic tie from the past. And the divine masculine wants to say, you are the one I dream of. I really do care. Can you feel me with you? I'm sorry. And the divine feminine says, be patient. She might be telling herself that too. And let go of resentment. See, this is something, she might be saying that to him as well, but I really do feel like it's almost like her higher self is saying this to her. Like, be patient, you got to heal, let go of your resentments. And deep down I was committed. She's telling him that. And you will always be in my heart. Because it's not always the divine masculines who have these commitment fears as well. Divine feminines can also have that too, guys. It's not always that, the divine masculine running away and fearing the connection. The divine feminines can definitely do that as well. Now, I've got the angel messages, okay, angel numbers, and I've got 676 just come up right up in my mind right now. 676. Let's have a look. What's 676? 676. What's this say? Okay, you have an opportunity to feel realigned and more connected to your life purpose at this time. Angel wisdom is encouraging you not to give up on projects that previously lit you up more than they do now. Sort out any unfinished business. So it's important that both of them sort out their unfinished business so that cycle, okay, that karmic cycle can come to a close so that a new beginning can start again. They do need to let each other go to heal stuff here just for a little while. I don't think it's even going to be that long. It just doesn't feel like that. Even though they're finding their freedom and healing and all those things, I just don't feel there's this huge animosity or major anger but towards each other. I just feel like there's this real sadness, real heartbreak. They love each other, they're thinking about each other and wanting this reunion. There's this misunderstanding here, an unresolved issue. Things did flare up, things were had to, because it had to be brought to both of their attention of the things that they were doing that was affecting and damaging themselves and the connection. So this is very much about following their life purpose, okay? So there's an opportunity to get back on track Because when people are fighting and they're pained, all they can focus on is that pain and the other person and what the other person's doing, rather than refocusing it themselves, and going within and looking at what they can change within themselves as well. So it's amazing with that. Now, I want to choose one more. I'm getting drawn to it. Let's see. Okay, for the journey, get one more card. Within 3 years, you are always in my heart, special message. And we got patience. So for some of you only, I don't feel like this is everybody. Within 3 years could be, it says within. I know 3 years sounds like a long time, but for some of you, if you are in other relationships and there's children involved and there's finances and legal stuff and there's all those ties, okay, entanglement with that, for some of you who are in that kind of thing, it could take another 12 months, 2 years even, to sort out that unfinished business, to wrap it up, okay, that cycle. That's only for some of you. For some of you, it could be weeks away, months away, okay, but having patience in the process as well. Yeah, that's interesting. Autumn release. So there's things that needs to be released before you can be together, guys. Yeah, it's not this time, not right now, okay, that it's going to gel, but that's why I feel like the divine masculine needs to set sail. He needs to follow his dreams, pursue his goals, work himself up in that status. The divine feminine has to keep loving herself and come to that realization of healing and where she fits into her own life. She's got to grow in that. And what am I saying? The divine masculine is very sad. He's very sad here. And we got time out. Yeah, he's sad because there's time out. You're both sad for this because you need to have this time out. It is farewell for now. You are spiritually connected always, okay? But there's miracle healing coming in, okay? And also there's a massive surge of love coming in as well at this time. So it's like this big wave of love coming through the heart chakra towards each other because there is a miracle healing occurring here. And I just find that absolutely beautiful. Within 6 months, there's that miracle healing occurring for a lot of you, and angels are protecting this connection, guys. I really hope this has resonated with you and given you some, awesome information today, some enlightenment on the situation. And I look forward to connecting with you next time. If I don't do a reading before Christmas time, I wish you all a Merry Christmas. For those who celebrate, happy holidays. Be safe, everybody. Take care. I love you all, and I will look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.